Oh honey, grab your popcorn because Meghan Markle just pulled a full-blown PR stunt on America's birthday, no less. Yes, on the 4th of July, the most patriotic day in the country. She decided it was time to remind us that her marriage to Prince Harry is still a thing. Cute, more like calculated. On the surface, everything looked sweet. Red, white, and blue cupcakes, a nostalgic family-themed Instagram story, even a cozy little memory of her second date with Harry, which paired with Harry. All right, wrong. This wasn't a heartfelt tradition. It screamed staged from every pixel. I mean, come on, girl. You expect us to believe that frosting and flags are proof the fairy tale is still alive? And let's talk about what she actually posted. Meghan shared a memory of how H, yes, she still calls him that, not Harry, not babe, not even husband, just H, brought her cupcakes back in 2016. Excuse me? Huh? That's not adorable, it's distant, like he's just another side character in her glossy screenplay. Look, if you've ever been around a narcissist or a control freak, you know this trick. Stripping someone of their name, reducing them to a letter, that's not love. That's erasure in slow motion. Meghan isn't just sharing a cute story. She's literally minimizing Harry, turning the man who was once the heartthrob of the century into her accessory. And girl, cupcakes aren't the problem. It's the over-the-top symbolism. It's like she's yelling, look, we're happy, okay? Red, white, and blue sprinkles don't scream unity, they scream, please believe us.
I was such a fraud.
But sweetie, real love doesn't try this hard. Happy couples don't drag out stories from 9 years ago just to keep the connection on life support. It's like watching someone inflate a balloon with a hole in it. Puff all you want, it's still going flat.
At first, the Queen was very keen on Meghan. She welcomed her, she thought she'd be great. And then slowly but surely, like a lot of other people, she saw a different side to her. And very disappointingly, she started to have her doubts about her. And I think it ruined her relationship with Harry, which was a very close one.
Now let's not forget, Meghan didn't ramp up her online game for nothing. The sudden flood of cutesy posts came right after the divorce rumors hit the fan. Coincidence? Oh, please. This is what we call a soft rebrand. Meghan's not just reminiscing, she's trying to spin old sugar into gold while we're all watching the cracks form. And Harry? Poor Harry is just there. Once one of the world's most adored royals, a soldier, Diana's son, a literal prince, and now a background prop in Meghan's filtered fairy tale. When he's not baking or smiling awkwardly in selfies, he's being spotted schlepping Meghan's bags in NYC while she dodges his hand like he's a tourist trying to sell her magnets. And you want to talk receipts? Even Queen Elizabeth saw it. Her best friend's diary revealed that the Queen knew Harry loved Meghan deeply, but she also believed Meghan didn't love him back. And let me tell you, that hits hard. That's not gossip, darling. That's royal insight from someone who watched this story unfold up close. Meghan didn't fall for a prince. She played the game from day one. And now, while she's busy making fancy cheese boards and calling them cuisine, Harry keeps fading into the background, like literally. At this point, even her fruit salads get more screen time than he does. Speaking of which, can we talk about that tragic 4th of July snack setup? It looked like Pinterest met a toddler's birthday party. Cheese cubes on watermelon, strawberries with the green top still attached. Baby, it's giving chaotic marriage energy in edible form. Messy, confused, and way too thirsty to impress. So, next time you see one of those cupcake posts pop up on your feed, don't get played. That's not love, that's damage control with frosting. And the more Meghan tries to push this picture-perfect narrative, the more desperate it feels. When love is real, you don't need filters and captions, you just know. Meanwhile, in Vegas, yes, even Sin City couldn't distract from the awkward vibes between these two. On a day that's supposed to be about independence, what we really saw was a man who's completely lost his own. The irony, darling, is screaming. Harry, born into royalty, now seems like a mere +1 in his own marriage. It's like watching someone play a background role in a film they were supposed to star in. Meghan's social media? Impeccable. Curated lighting, Pinterest-level presentation, and a suspicious lack of, well, Harry. He's just standing there. Stiff smiles, empty eyes, all cupcakes, no connection. And if you've been paying attention, you already know. Harry's not the one leading this marriage anymore. He's being led. He's still trying, bless him, trying to speak out, advocate for mental health, honor veterans. And where's Meghan? Nowhere, unless it's time for a Netflix appearance, a podcast, or surprise, an interview about herself. And when she does show up for his events, it's not to support. It's to outshine. White pantsuits, center stage, full glam. at events meant for wounded soldiers. It's not about elevating Harry's voice, it's about making her the headline. She doesn't support his causes, she steals them. And that whole food fiasco Meghan posted, it's not even about food, it's content, it's branding. Watermelon hugging cheese cubes, soggy crackers, leafy strawberries. Girl, this isn't a snack, it's a metaphor. Guess who's in the background, wedged between the cheese and cupcakes? That's right, Harry. But let's get real for a second. The most chilling part of all of this isn't the sad snack tray or the eye roll emojis on Instagram. It's the sheer precision of it all. Meghan knows exactly what she's doing. She knows perception is power. She knows a single well-timed post can shift a whole narrative. That 4th of July post, that wasn't about joy. That was a distraction from the rising tension we all feel bubbling underneath. And baby, it reeks of desperation. Even the language, it might sound cute to some, but it's not. That's Prince Harry, a royal, a veteran, a man who used to walk with purpose, and now he's reduced to the cupcake guy in her rom-com reality, playing the role of Instagram husband while the love story collapses under the weight of its own script. And while Meghan's busy posting, investing in her image, Harry seems to be losing everything. Their charitable foundation, flopping. The Invictus Games, overshadowed. His career, non-existent. No palace duties, no military role, just ghostwritten books, a couple of podcast flops, an endless PR cleanup. And the worst part? The pressure is getting to both of them. Meghan might be thriving in the limelight, but Harry looks lost. Gone is the cheeky royal rebel. In his place is a man who looks like he's constantly trying to remember what scene he's supposed to be in. And it's sad, not because he's weak, but because somewhere along the way, he just stopped being Harry. So while Meghan is off selling this saccharine fairy tale on Instagram, what we're really witnessing is a glitter-dusted unraveling. Cupcakes and curated captions can't hide what's actually going on behind the scenes. Because when love's real, you don't have to sell it. People feel it. And oh, if you thought it was just Meghan and Harry feeling the heat, hold on to your heels, darling, because the royal drama just took a sharp left turn into Beckham territory. Yes, the Beckhams, British royalty by pop culture standards. David and Victoria just hit a major milestone, 26 years of marriage. 26. In the fame game, that's basically a century. But just when they should have been basking in anniversary glory, something darker crept in. And no, it wasn't tabloids or scandals. It was their own golden child, Brooklyn Beckham. Now, let me set the scene for you. David Beckham, football icon, global heartthrob, fashion mogul, and literal walking British pride, just turned 50. This man has given more to England's image than some entire cabinets of politicians. And on his big day, crickets from Brooklyn. No post, no shout out, not even a lukewarm Instagram story. Zip, nada, silence. And Brooklyn wasn't jet setting in Bali or stuck on a film set in LA. No, sweetie, he was right there in the UK. Silence wasn't an accident, it was a statement. And it was loud. Now let's talk about this new Brooklyn. Since marrying Nicola Peltz, yes, the billionaire heiress daughter of mega investor Nelson Peltz, he's gone from Beckham boy to high society ghost. It's like the family that raised him, loved him, handed him every opportunity on a silver spoon suddenly became background noise to his new jet-set private island lifestyle. It's not just emotional distance, it's strategic disconnection. And if that sounds familiar, that's because we've seen this playbook before. Harry and the Royals, Brooklyn and the Beckhams, two sons once adored and grounded, now drifting, pulled away by relationships that isolate instead of elevate. Because let's be honest, when a relationship starts by cutting ties, emotionally, geographically, even financially, it starts to feel a little culty. First, your family doesn't get it. Then, they're toxic. Then suddenly you're knee-deep in a new reality where loyalty isn't earned, it's demanded. That's exactly what happened to Harry. And now, Brooklyn's walking the same red carpet, and honestly, my heart aches for Victoria Beckham. This woman was a global pop star, built a fashion empire, raised 4 kids, and stayed married to David, a literal icon, for over 26 years. She's not just famous, she's a force. But even that can't shield you from the pain of being shut out by your own son. The Beckhams posted sweet anniversary tributes full of love and memories, but Brooklyn, nowhere. No post, no message, just silence. And not because he was busy, he was in the UK. It wasn't forgetfulness, it was deliberate. And for what? To impress his billionaire in-laws? To fit into some elite new world? Let's be clear, the Beckhams aren't some toxic, messy tabloid family. They're solid, supportive, and still they got ghosted. If it can happen to them, it can happen to anyone. And as if that wasn't enough heartbreak, boom, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, done, 9 years, a baby, red carpets, glamorous everything, and still no wedding. Just two megastars trying to orbit each other without any grounding. That's the curse of celebrity love, all spotlight, no anchor. KT and Orlando were two sons, and you can't build a stable world when everything's competing for center stage. Just like Harry and Meghan, just like Brooklyn and the Beckhams. Another glossy couple crumbled. So, what's the takeaway? Public love breaks easy. The more you flaunt it, the faster it fades. Because real love doesn't need a filter. It lives in the quiet. And if you're constantly trying to prove it's real, it probably isn't. So next time you scroll past that perfectly posed couple pic or that sappy throwback memory, pause, listen to the silence. Because sometimes that silence says more than any caption ever could.